Welcome to Good Mythical More. We are going to watch and grade Mythical Beast impersonations of us. Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
But first, look it down now.
Okay.
That was like Wii dancing.
Took your lead.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
KG, I thought that you said you picked out the new Boogie Down song.
I picked out the new music.
did you pick that one out?
You helped pick
It
it up.
sounds familiar. It was probably like country hip hop that I searched up.
Oh yeah.
Country
Like,
hip hop?
It's my favorite thing to dance to.
Good vibe.
Are you trying to,
Country hip hop.
with our powers combined?
Country hip hop. Let's ruin two types of music at the same time.
Right. But before we see the first impression, I just want to have a word about the episode.
Okay. It's fine. We won't remember.
I don't think there's anything wrong with me that I don't remember anything that happens on this show. I mean, because back me up here. You remembered more than me, but
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get whipped by that guy.
Is this a statement or a question?
It's an exclamation. I don't know. The thing that yeah, it's a question. I'm trying to.
I remembered every single person.
I didn't think you remembered the first one.
No, didn't I get every?
Yeah, no. That you like knew immediately when he came out who he was.
The gynecologist. Now, the thing I was telling Rhett in between rounds was like, there are people who watch every single episode. Maybe you watch every episode. Was it easy for you? Or were you thinking, what's wrong with Link that you couldn't remember? But what we were talking about was like, neither one of us remember so much of what happened. I can't tell you a lot of stuff that happens on the show.
And I didn't do as well last time.
I think there's something about watching the show that you remember more than we do experiencing it firsthand, and it seems like it should be the opposite.
But why are you saying we?
Because we've talked about this before, and there's a lot that you don't remember.
I'll say that Basha in the middle, you wouldn't. I don't think you would have guessed unless she just gave you the answer. Like
No,
did.
would not have known it was
Right.
from the tattoo episode. When I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah. But it was more like, she was in a lineup. I kind of remember her accent.
But Glenn and Anthony, they both like had a lot of interaction. I mean, Glenn had a lot of interaction with you.
Again, I didn't remember my doctor.
But you were hypnotized for the majority of the time.
I remember his personality. He was kind of subdued.
I didn't recognize. No, I guessed him right by the picture, but I did not know that was him when I guessed it. It was more just like he seemed familiar, but his picture was not a great representation of what he looks like. But as soon as the thing opened and he had the blazer and the t-shirt, I was like, it's the hypnotist. Like immediately.
So you're hanging me out to dry here.
I'm just saying that I don't know how I would compare to the average person in my ability to remember people from the 2,000 episodes of this show that we've done. But as it was demonstrated today, I'm better at it than you are. But so,
why
I
would
don't
people
think there's
watching?
anything wrong with you.
There's
I
nothing
think
wrong
it's
with
like
you.
it's like when you're taking a test in school, you like study and you take the test, and then afterwards you empty that part out of your brain.
I think that's exactly what I do.
I
Like,
definitely did that for test for sure. I don't remember anything. I
I'm
learned.
very much that way with the show. Like, I like throw myself fully into it, and then I forget it. I make room for the next
If you
experience.
didn't do that, then what would be the point of us even playing that game that we played? So
Right,
I would argue it's good.
Yeah,
you
that
do
wouldn't be
I
entertaining.
want to. I do want to see some impressions. So let's get to it. Sorry for the delay.
Hi, my name is Devin. I'm from Philly, and here's my impression of Link. Ooh, that's really good, actually. Yeah, 25.
So that was a conceptual impression. Didn't sound like
I knew
me.
that's exactly what was coming as soon as they said, that's really good.
All right. You want to give this one a grade?
I think that's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
for accuracy.
I'm going to give it I think it was really good. I'm going to give it a 25.
On a scale of 1 to 100?
Yeah.
Let's see another one.
What's up, guys? I'm David from New Hampshire, and here's my impression of Rhett from the show Good Mythical Morning. What's up? I'm Rhett from Good Mythical Morning. I'm really tall, I've got a big beard, and I like to have a lot of sex and eat food. So, that was my impression. I hope you guys like it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like to have a lot of sex and eat food.
I mean, he nailed your New York accent.
Is that the vibe I get off? Like a New York cab driver who likes to have sex?
And eat
It's
food.
me, Rhett. I like to have sex.
I like to have sex.
I mean, he's not wrong about
He's
that.
not wrong.
Yeah.
Conceptually,
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I'm glad that he
9
said
out of
Rhett,
10.
clarified Rhett from Good Mythical Morning.
Right, yeah, because it could have been any Rhett.
Right. Now it would have been like, he's just doing another Rhett.
Yeah, yeah. But as soon as he went into the New York accent, I would have known it was me he was talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a D minus.
Oh.
That sucked.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going for a different kind of D because of the subject matter.
The food.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm walking here, thinking about sex. Next.
All right, guys. My name's Shane from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm here to do an impression of Rhett.
That is excellent. I do the dog thing. When I get excited. Can we play that again? That was beautiful.
All right, guys.
Is he throwing an
My name's
axe
Shane
in
from
this?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I'm here to do an impression of Rhett.
He actually sounds like Dang, it's so good.
It sounded like a seal dying.
I want to see.
Turn into
I wish
Cookie
we could
Monster.
get some footage of me doing that exact thing and like run it next to it because it's one of those things that I know I do that. Like I get excited, man.
Say, did you see that?
You see that? Sex
And food.
and food. Very Scooby.
Okay, I'll give it a B.
I'm giving that one a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Spencer Higgins, Ontario, Canada. I mean, it's smelly as all get out. I mean, Rhett, smell of that. Smell of that. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's definitely bad. Yeah, it kind of makes me think of a shoe. Maybe even like a wolf. Yeah, no, that's bad. Yeah, exactly. It's like my dad always used to say to me, Link, I like a good pickle on my fish sandwich, but not if it tastes like a boot. And Cotton Candy Randy, he said to me the other day, he said, "Hey, Link, I dropped your Happy Meal in the toilet, then I served it to you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I hate your guts."
Whoa! Dang, man! That was the greatest hits.
That was awesome. And I remember Spencer because he was at Mythicon.
Yes.
And for the live recording of Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with me and my dad, he did an impersonation of my dad,
He's got
which
it
he
down.
did great.
He's got it
And
down.
and then I said, can you do one of me? And I'm pretty sure he said I'll have to work on it.
Well, he worked on it.
His impression of Link reminds me of like when you dig up like Chia Lincoln episodes or Rhett and Link cast episodes and you listen to Link. Like what your voice is so high.
Higher
For I
so
don't
high.
fully
and
understand.
more country.
And then in more whispery.
Yeah.
I was more whispery.
He hit a couple of really important
Puberty.
He got Link hit some important steps, but Spencer,
Puberty.
he did the thing too. Now that I've seen it twice. Like when I respond, he was responding to the smell as me, and it went oh. There's a thing that he's picking up on, and then his dad was great. The Cotton Candy Randy was wow.
Spot on.
That's 11 out of 10. 11
11 out of 10 for that. I give that an A freaking plus.
Also, did you notice his room behind him?
Yep.
Obviously, he is a society member. He has
Yeah.
the memorabilia,
But also
quarterly
the
collectibles.
boxes, the wooden boxes on the wall that match the wooden boxes on our set.
Yes. Did he take?
Yeah, he did an impersonation of our set. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Boy, that was a thrill. I was talking to my mom on the way home from the studio 2 days ago, and I guess we hit a lull in the conversation because she started talking about you, Stevie.
Oh.
No, she said I was watching the show. She was saying something about the show, and I'm sure that just means a clip on Facebook.
That's all it takes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
But she said, I just love Stevie's voice. She's got such a good voice. It's so soothing, and it's just a good voice. And she just kept on and on about your voice. And then she goes, and I like your voice too. You also have a good voice.
Did she leave me out of this?
She didn't mention you at all, but I think it
didn't
occurred
like
to
that?
her that she had been gushing so much about your voice, Stevie, that
And
like
you have a good voice.
she felt like she needed to build me up a little bit.
Baby, you got a great voice.
Your voice, my voice has changed a lot as a result of being on this show. It's lower. It's it's dropped. My voice dropped.
I would venture to say that Stevie's voice has stayed about
had a voice
the same,
puberty.
about the same over these
Yeah.
past.
It's so
decade.
funny when how most people don't like the sound of their voice.
But you do. Like,
You love it.
No, because it's weird to hear your own voice. But when you have my job, you hear your own voice constantly. I mean, you guys hear your voice throughout the studio all
You
the
lose
time,
perspective, yeah.
and same for me. So it's like it's a nice benefit. You get over that hump of hearing your voice when you hear it so much.
yes.
You don't feel like you've altered your voice any as a result of hearing it so much?
I don't think so. No, because I mean,
think she
you
has.
you also used to have more of an accent, but I don't think I ever really had so much of an accent.
No.
I
So-
never heard it.
Yeah.
I never heard it.
I never heard it.
You know what? You might be thinking, if you're watching this episode and you see these mythical beasts participating in this way, whether it's
Impersonating
the
us.
video or anytime we ask a question for a survey, impersonating us.
Sending in the pictures for the lineups just now.
There's a fly that just flew into that light. Did you see that? He's right in the
there.
middle of it.
Yeah, I heard him. That's the one fly in this county.
We're witnessing like the last moments of this fly's life. Not that I'm going to kill it, but
I don't
just, like,
think
once
it's
a fly
hot.
is inside, it's over. It's where all flies go to die.
I think there's plenty to eat in here. I don't think he's gonna die.
No, they get fat and slow when they get inside. Have you noticed that? Like they get bigger and they get slower and then they get really easy to kill.
What he was trying to say was, follow Mythical on Instagram, follow Mythical on TikTok, follow Mythical on Twitter,
Come land in one of my hands.
and participate in what we're doing. How many more do we have? Do we have others?
Just a couple more.
A couple more? All right, let's see them.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
And I'm John.
And we're from Apex, North Carolina, and this is our rendition of Rhett's High Heeled Lumberjack song.
Yes.
I once had a woman, but she didn't like my beard. She said I looked like a monkey and it smelled a little weird. So she left me for a baby face man. Now I'm alone in the woods and I sleep in a van.
Wow, babyface man!
That's pretty good, homie.
Oh wow.
A plus.
That makes me feel great.
A plus. And I love to see fathers and daughters connecting over internet comedy.
In Apex.
In Apex, the peak of good living.
Peak of good living.
Yeah,
Beautiful downtown Apex.
When I was a
Is that the
newlywed,
slogan for Apex?
the peak of good living. That's where I
Link
lived.
lived there for a
I
while.
lived there. I peaked early.
I would go up there. You had to take some oxygen with you, of course, because of the elevation change. But I'd put my oxygen on, and I'd show up at your house. And of course, you and Christy already had your oxygen
And
on
we had
because
3
you were-
stories.
You were there all the time.
If you went to the 3rd story of our townhome,
You'd freeze to
boy, and it was thin up there.
Yeah,
The
it's
air was
basically-
thin.
It's basically the same as Mount Kilimanjaro at the top of the 3rd story of any house in Apex.
Right, you're going up those 3rd flight of stairs.
They
and
call it the death zone.
people were just dead. There's bones.
You have to leave them. If they die on the 3rd story of Link's house in Apex, you had to leave them there. It's wild.
Where is Apex? I don't even.
Real
Just
hot.
southwest.
Real hot in the
of
summer though.
Cary.
Okay.
Because I covered all the vents up there. I didn't want to pay to heat or cool the 3rd floor, so he's not far from the truth here. It's where people went up there to die.
Yeah.
Let's see the last one.
Oh, penis.
It's not a penis, man. You just said penis. But the way you did it was you went, penis. Just saying, man. That's what just happened. Oh wow, that's so good. Man, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, but I'm seeing it again.
Around. That's the same person.
I get a little bit of tears.
It's the same person playing both of us, right?
Is it?
Isn't it?
I think it is.
It is, right? Yes.
Can we watch it again?
Oh, penis.
It's not a penis, man. You just said penis. But the way you did it was you went, penis. Just saying, man.
The U is really good.
The U is pretty good too, man.
I'm pretty good.
You're just laughing the whole time, but yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Can 12
out of 10.
Can I see it? Well, I want to see it
12
one
out
more
of
time.
10.
I'll tell you my favorite part.
Oh, penis.
It's not a penis, man.
This is my favorite part.
You just said penis.
That. You just said
But
penis.
the way you did it was you went, penis. Just saying, man. That's what just happened. That's what just happened.
I mean, it's so good. Oh my God.
It's the eyebrows. It's the Rhett eyebrows.
Yeah, there's
that
some
are
good eyebrow work.
The
in
mannerisms,
that.
like
Good eyebrow
the
work.
entire thing. I mean, it's like a mannerism for mannerism remake.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Very
so
impressed.
beautiful. So
Very
beautiful.
impressed.
So I'm flattered.
I love the microphone.
So
too.
flattered.
That
So flattered.
microphone is actually very reminiscent of the first microphone we ever had on the show.
Yep.
Which was that version, but silver.
The background is totally real.
It's little details.
I think it's photoshopped.
It's the little details.
That's amazing. That's amazing. The dedication of the Mythical Beast just has me in stitches.
Waiting for your next opportunity to influence our survey episodes? Well, follow us on our social accounts at Mythical everywhere.